Hi there, it's Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment. Welcome or welcome back. Did you know there is a phenomenon called the greener grass syndrome, or the grass is always greener effect? Today, we're going to dive into this myth of the grass is always greener on the other side, what it actually means, why it may be holding you back, and how to make your side of the grass greener, beautiful, luscious, and really make your life happier. Now, before we jump in, as always, be sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel so other smart, high-achieving women just like you can start building lives they absolutely love. The belief that the grass is greener on the other side is a common phenomenon in human psychology known as greener grass syndrome. And it stems from this cognitive bias where we believe that other people's lives or situations or possessions are better than our own. This mindset can be fueled by things like social media, television, advertising, a consumerist culture, as well as living in a culture that glorifies this idea that you should be getting everything you want quick, fast, and easy with little to no effort. The issue is that it's all an illusion. Your perception of the lives of others as seen from the outside can appear more appealing because you're only seeing the highlights. You're not seeing their struggles. You're not seeing their challenges. You're not seeing all the boring parts. All those aspects of their real lives are usually hidden, and it creates this distorted image of the reality that you see. For example, if you're single and you have friends that are married, in your mind, they may be living these amazing married lives because all you see is them being happy. But you don't see them in marriage counseling. You don't see them having fights and argue. You don't really see their real lives because you're not in their marriage. Or if you're the type of person who is trying to make more money, but you're not where you want to be financially, and you see people that are wealthy and living in mansions and driving nice cars, you think they have a perfect life. But you don't know, they might be drowning in debt. They might be living off credit cards. They may be just miserable and unhappy. Just because they have a lot of money does not mean that the inside of their life is perfect. So this concept of the grass is always greener on the other side, it only applies to the perception that you have of other people's reality or other places or other things that you think is better. But you really don't know if it's better. The only way to really know is if you're in that situation with those people. So it may be that the grass is not necessarily greener. Your perception is that it's greener because you're not where you want to be. Now let's talk about the truth/solution, which is the grass is not always greener on the other side. It's actually greener where you water it. You have to water and feed your grass on your side to live a real, beautiful, healthy, amazing, joyful, fulfilled life. So instead of watching what everyone else is doing or chasing the next thing that you think is going to make your life happier, start cultivating and caring for yourself where you are right now. This is going to require effort, patience, and a proactive approach to internal growth. So here are 6 ways to start watering yourself and making your grass greener. The first way is self-reflection, reflecting on what you genuinely care about, what you need help with, what you can focus your efforts towards, your meaningful goals. What are those things? What are the things in your life that you feel like you're wasting your time on? But what are also the things in your life that you feel like you want to build up? Do you want to travel more? Do you want to explore more? Do you want to be more creative? Don't just want those things. Start taking the action steps to go get them. But the only way to start taking action is to go through this step of reflection. Who are you? What do you want? What do you need? And it's also building up self-awareness. Number 2, commitment. Dedicate yourself to your current situation, whether it's a relationship, a job, or personal project. Consistent effort over time will yield you substantial rewards. But if you are trying one thing and it doesn't work for a split second, and you jump to another and you try this relationship and it doesn't work, like you're all over the place. Give committed time and energy. Put in the effort to something that you care about for a long stretch of time and see if it works. But if you're not committed to anything, you will never really see the results of a fruitful, committed, meaningful effort towards a goal. Number 3, skill development. Invest in learning and improving your skills. This can lead to personal growth and increased satisfaction in your current life. So for example, if you're working at a job and you're like, my job is okay, I don't know if I need to get another job, I'm kind of bored. Instead of quickly jumping to another job, see how you can dig deeper into the job that you're in. Maybe you can learn more skills for that job, or maybe you can start taking classes to improve what you're doing in that career. Or maybe you see another role within that company that you want to get to. Talk to a person in that role and see what it took for them to get there. They may be able to tell you some skill sets or some classes that they took or things that they changed to get better. Gratitude. Practice gratitude for what you have. Acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of your life. Be willing to understand that gratitude can enhance your contentment, and it can reduce the urge to compare yourself with others. If you are so hateful and mean about everything you have, of course you're going to be miserable. Of course you're not going to be happy. But if you wake up every day and just quickly write on a sticky note while you're brushing your teeth or right before you brush your teeth, 5 things that you're happy for. I'm grateful that I have running water. I'm grateful for the bed I just slept in. I'm grateful for my car, or that I have the money in the bank to take the train today. I'm grateful for breakfast today. Just start being grateful for the things that you have. The more you give gratitude for what you have, the more you realize how amazing your life is. Next, problem solving. Start addressing challenges head on rather than avoiding them. Find solutions to problems in your current situation. And this can lead to a greater sense of accomplishment and stability. But if you're not too afraid to confront issues, if you just let negative things that you know you should be taking care of hang, they will only get worse. So instead of running away from your problems in your life and trying to go off into fantasy world on social media, start really sitting down and confronting issues. If you have a lot of debt to pay off, get with a financial advisor and start really mapping out a plan to pay off that debt. That's just an example, but the bottom line is whatever the issue is that you're dealing with day in and day out, take it on head on, confront it, be willing to challenge yourself to make that issue, get that issue resolved. Trust me, that in and of itself, just doing that one thing will help you alleviate stress and make you feel better about your own life. Lastly, relationships. Nurture your relationships by investing time and energy into them. Strong, healthy relationships are often the result of consistent care and communication. And that can be a friendship, that can be a family relationship, that can be a romantic relationship. The bottom line is, if you don't invest true time and energy into the people that you care about and that care about you, it's never going to turn into anything. You're never going to have that true, deep, meaningful bond that you might be craving, that you might, really deeply desire. So be willing to nurture the people that you actually care about in your lives, and make sure they're people that also reciprocate and nurture the relationship that they have with you. It's a two-way street. So pour into the people who pour into you. Now, there are a few benefits to nurturing your own grass. When you focus on improving and investing in your life, in your current circumstances, you can gain benefits like having increased satisfaction. Increasing the satisfaction in your life is all about seeing the fruits of your labor in your environment, in your friendships, in your relationships, and it can bring you a deep sense of satisfaction and pride. So having that, watering that plant within your life, watering yourself, really will make you be more satisfied and content with the life that you're living. Another benefit, when you get to overcome challenges and achieve goals, it fosters like this sense of deep personal development, and it makes you feel strong mentally and emotionally, like, wow, I overcame that, or I achieved that. So again, it leads you back to that feeling of satisfaction and contentment within yourself. Another benefit is resilience. Developing the habit of working through difficulties rather than escaping them builds resilience and emotional strength. So when you're not escaping social media and you're living in your life and you're tackling the issues in your life and you're building up your life, you're actually building up resilience, and you're teaching your brain that, you know what, this is a difficult situation, but I can get through it. And if I can get through this, I can get through the next thing. Another benefit to watering your own grass is having that sense of authentic success, that feeling of achievement that comes when you have really dug into yourself, when you have really done the work and put forth the effort into the goal that you said you were going to achieve. When you are focused on achieving a goal and then you're successful with that goal, you have such a sense of inner peace and pride within yourself. So building authentic success means day in and day out action towards your goals, towards the life that you want to live. And trust me, at the end of the day, when you're putting just a little bit of effort every single day towards what you want, you build a sense of authenticity within yourself, and it leads to you being more prideful within your own life. When you change your perception and understand that the grass is not greener on the other side, the grass is actually greener where you water it, then you're able to shift your focus from external comparisons to internal growth. By nurturing your existing life, your existing circumstances with care, with love, with commitment, you can truly cultivate a life that is genuinely fulfilling and truly rich in meaning and purpose. And trust me, I used to be one of those people where I was like, everybody else is doing this and everybody else is doing that, and I feel so behind, and why am I not doing this, and why have I not achieved this? And I realized I kept thinking the grass is always greener on the other side, because in my mind, I didn't like my life. I wasn't happy. I wasn't joyful. I hadn't achieved things. And I kept comparing myself to other people. But what I had to realize is that's because I was not building a life that was giving me fulfillment, that was making me happy, that was bringing me joy. So when I started getting intentional about me, my life, what brought me joy, what brought me excitement, what made me feel adventure and fun and all those things that I thought other people had, I started to realize, you know what? I can create this for myself. And I did. I started taking risks. I started taking chances. I started stepping outside of my comfort zone. I started doing things that I normally didn't do in order to feel alive and in order to give me a sense of fulfillment and joy. And I started to crave watering my own grass. And the more I did it, the more I realized, you know what? I have an amazing life. And I promise you, once you start doing that, you will see it too. You will realize, like, why am I looking at other people's lives on social media? Good for them, but I have an amazing life. I have a fun life. I have an exciting life. I have an adventuresome life. I got stories to tell. I got books to write because I have lived. When you are able to get to a point where you say that, when you wake up excited about your life, that's when you know you are watering your own grass. And the grass that is greener is the grass that you water, which is yourself. Your grass is greener. Your life is beautiful. Your life is exciting. Your life is amazing. Put the attention in you, and you will truly realize that the grass is greener where you water it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.